Hey everyone, this is a little bit of a different thing. I'm just getting ready to film a reaction and also open a package on camera. So I thought maybe I should try to do a little bit of a get ready with me again. Last one's a little rough, so I don't know how this one's gonna turn out. The angle is obviously way different for this, but I'll try my best and hope you guys enjoy. It's just, I don't really want to be formal with this kind of video. This is more of like me talking to you real, and I always do anyway, but I think for this it would be nice to just be honest, and I thought this is a good time to also like catch up and talk. So first of all, it's Amazon Prime week here in America. I don't know if it's the same all over the world, but there's a lot of deals, and there's this eyeshadow palette I've been wanting and saved on my wish list, and it's my birthday month. My birthday is on the 28th, so this one on sale, this Romance palette, and the color is Rosebud Garden. So I did get this for myself, and I'm excited to try it out. I already swatched them, so I don't know if it's focusing because I have it on. There we go. It's really pretty. It's a little warm tone for me. I'm cool toned. These are cool toned for some people, but for me, like I'm very cool toned. I'm gonna see how these work for my eyes. Sometimes I use these kinds of colors, and sometimes I go more like grayish brown. So this is very warm for me, but it's still within the realm of what I wear. This one is so dirty that I don't want to show you. It's my Gwen Stefani, which I've had for so many years. I don't really use that many of the colors, but I have these. I stick to these neutrals that I use all the time, and as you can see, I use this every time. So it's completely hit pan. But I'm literally just gonna use this as a little setting for my eyes, which I concealed. I have dark circles galore. Okay, so gotta do that first, and I do like the brightening aspect of that shade, so I go in a little heavier in the middle, whereas before I used like a fluffy blending brush just to kind of not saturate fully, just to kind of set lightly the concealer. That's good, and I tend to use this as a blending shade, and I want to do that, but you know, I need to test the eyeshadow palette, so I'm gonna stop myself. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with this one. It's kind of like a brownie pink. The one next to it is more cool tone, but I don't think it's gonna work for what I need. Okay, and they're really soft, so I probably could have started with the light pink next to it, though. Although this color will match, this one palette will match my top a little more. And here I was supposed to talk about life, and I'm talking about eyeshadow, but that is the way I do things, so deal with it. We'll get into the rest soon. Sorry, this is a rough video. Like, I'm not one to do these get ready with me's normally. I tried one other time and I didn't love it, but I'm willing to try again, and you tell me if you like this format or not. Oh, so I first went in with the lighter shade that I showed you, But then I went on the edges. So I started with this one, and then I went on the outer edges with that one to give more color and dimension. Feeling like I need color today. I swear, 70% of makeup application is the blending process. I'm so rough too. Like, why am I like this? I kind of want to go in with the light pink shade, just a little like around the edges to soften, but I don't know if that's gonna, like, as a painter, an artist, I'm all about layering and blending in colors, so I'm never gonna be in like just one outer shade girl. My first eyeshadow use is so rough too. Like, this is a trial and error. I'm not sure you can see that, but I can see it. I'm gonna do this lid shade, this shimmery. I'm gonna use my finger. You can use a, I mean, not like you're following along. This is not a tutorial, but like, obviously a brush is fine too. Wow, this is very glittery. A little much for the daytime, but it's okay. At least it's light colored. Really pretty. Really pretty. This is a Korean eyeshadow palette. I think Korean eyeshadow palettes do tend to be glittery. I made sure to get one with some of the matte shades because I really love a good matte shade. Blendability and such. Okay, going back to my trusty Gwen Stefani palette. I forgot that I need to go now into my lower lid with that. It's called Skimp, the color. Now this palette is not for everyone. This is a pale girl's dream, a fair skin girl's dream. Otherwise, I don't think anyone needs this. Like, it's just, this is the basic, my basic everyday thing, and it's like an essential base palette in my opinion. But the thing is, each person's essential base palette will be different depending on their skin and their needs. And you know, I think everyone needs like everyone who chooses to wear makeup, because everyone does not need makeup. No one needs makeup, but I have an eye booger. I choose to wear makeup because it's a self-expression for me, and I feel more confident when I wear makeup. So now I think everyone needs like a base palette where it fits their their skin tone, as well as like their undertones. Like, so it should be matching your fair or your tanness, your level of melanin, if you will, and it should also match your undertones. So not everyone will be, a lot of people will not be as fair or cool toned as me, so this won't work for all of you guys. But this is my necessity. It's my secret weapon. I'm going in, even though I said I wouldn't use it, I'm gonna use my the one I always use under it, just to get my, how do you say, ego sal? I'm not sure how you call this in Korean. Korean, and I feel like in Japan too, they use this technique. I'm sure you guys are familiar, most of you. I don't go ham. I have very big eyes, so I don't need to do that. I just like how it looks with my eyes. Like it complements my eye shape already. Okay, I'm seeing how that light pink fares too. It's a little light. It makes my eyes look less wrinkly because they are wrinkly. Okay, I'm gonna go in with one of this one. So again, I'm layering, building until I find that I'm happy with the result. I feel like I may have to grab for that Gwen because I don't like it to be too warm toned, and the browns are very warm toned, so I may have to get a brown out of there. Okay, I'll try to use this. Try to use this guy. Maybe it'll be fair enough that it'll blend in, but like, we shall see. We're going in the outer corner. It's perfect for here, I think. Oh, that's nice. It's a really nice shade, actually. But I don't know if it's gonna work for under, but it's definitely okay for the outer corner. Now, I thought I would talk about real life, but honestly, this is much easier for me to just talk about makeup. So if you want to know what's going on in my personal life right now, you can watch my my Mappa, the first take Mappa reaction. That intro does talk about what's going on in my personal life and where I'm at mentally and emotionally with my mom. It's not a lot of talking, it's just a little bit. That's what I could handle. So if you watch that, you'll understand maybe what I was saying about, I don't know. I plan to talk more about it, but I don't think I can do that today, actually. There's things I do want to say, and I thought I was ready to say them, but it's too hard right now. The more I thought about it, it's too hard. I'm having a hard time though, because I feel like, you know, so like I said, it's my birthday month. I did receive a few gifts, and I did treat myself to some Amazon Prime deals. However, I feel very guilty. Like, I shouldn't be enjoying anything. I shouldn't enjoy like nice things right now. I shouldn't be celebrating my birthday this year. I don't know what I'm planning to do. I was going to go before my mom, here I am talking about it when I said I wasn't going to, but before my mom's health took a turn, and it looked like this is coming, this is it. Well, before that, we did plan to go to Chicago which is like 2 hours, just to have like some food and maybe some shopping for my birthday. But now I don't know if I want to do that anymore, to be honest. I feel bad about that, and I lost like the motivation. You know, it doesn't feel like a time where I want to celebrate anything. Hope that makes sense. Grief is a very weird thing. What are your guys' experience with grief? How do you go on with your normal day-to-day life? Like, for me, I'm in a weird spot. It's like my mom is hurt. We're told to brace ourselves, you know, that we don't know when, but she's going to be passing very soon. We don't know when, and it's so like hard because you're like expecting to hear bad news. You're already like grieving. and seeing your parent in that state is so, it's already something you're grieving, because you're seeing your parent in this really bad state, and no, I don't wish that on anyone. It's so hard to see your loved one, you know, their life being taken away. It's just there's no easy way to witness that. If you've gone through it, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's not easy to see a parent in that state, or anyone, no one. It sticks with you. Okay. Anyway, this is, I want to put glitter at the bottom. Let's move away from that subject. I think I've had enough, but I do want to fix my bottom eyelid. I know, like, not everyone probably does bottom eyelids. I didn't do bottom eyelids when I was younger, other than eyeliner. Now I always do bottom eyelids, and I'm glad, because my eye shape is so much happier. I have very protruding eyes, and I always hated that my whole life growing up. I hated that my eyes were protruding, but now I don't hate it so much, and I learned to do my makeup in a way that complements that. Like, they don't look as poofy when I do my makeup like this. I feel like maybe it just complements them in like a good way. Okay. This is how it turned out. I think that's okay. I'm not gonna do a dark eyeliner. I have to go out later to Trader Joe's and to visit my mom. I don't want to come with, like, I don't like wearing like a bunch of makeup when I go out, unless if it's to a concert, you know? I feel too conspicuous. Even this is a lot, but at least it's girly. Like, glitter in a day for me is like a little weird. Maybe I should just embrace it. I'm so conservative in that sense, but I used to not be, but I'm older now, and yep, that's where I'm at. Well, I don't know. How old do you guys think I am? I don't know if I should tell you. I do want to say though, so when you're in your 20s, you may not like appreciate your parents the way you should, right? And I'm going through the thoughts of, like, I wish that in my 20s, when my mom was still healthy, that I would have been nicer to her and done things that I should have done for her. I was still learning. I didn't know how to even, like, I know how to cook, but not like now. I wish I could have. I wish that I could have done more for her. Like, if she had had me when she was younger, because my mom was 42 when she had me. I wasn't a planned baby, I was a surprise baby, but she was 42. That's considered an older age for, I don't know what you guys think, but that's considered, at least here, an older age for having children. Well, when she had me, she was already getting older. I actually had thoughts as a child, like, will my mom live to see me grow up? I just always had a fear. Maybe because I lost my dad when I was, like, really young, like 5. My dad he took his life. And he was also older. He was literally 11 years older than my mom. So I had a fear of abandonment already. And I thought, well, what's gonna happen to me? Where am I gonna go if my mom dies? I don't think that's a normal thought to have as a kid, is it? But I didn't know that wasn't normal. That was my normal. I had a stepdad, but I didn't get along with him that much. So I had a fear that my mom would leave me and I would be with him. And I was so scared of that. And I love my stepdad now and I miss him dearly. But, you know, I was a child. That was a different time. I've forgiven everything that has happened, you know, in the past. I love my parents. I respect my parents and I forgive, but I can't forgive myself. That's the whole thing that I'm trying to get at. I can't forgive myself for certain things that I maybe have behaved in the past, and I feel very bad about it. If things had took a turn now, if my mom's health had took a turn now in my 20s, in my 30s, sorry, I'm in my mid 30s now, and if they had taken a turn for the worse now, it would be a whole other game. Like, it would be completely different. But when my mom's health got really bad, I was in my 20s. I was pregnant with my last child, and he is my 5th child. I have 5 kids, and I was very overwhelmed, and it was very scary. It was the scariest thing I've ever been through, and the hardest thing. And so when that happened, she was admitted to the hospital. I don't want to go into details right now. That's not what this is about, but we did bring her back to the home, but then it was really bad. She got very sick, and it was her care. I felt very overwhelmed. Like, I could not handle this. And this was before my last child was born. I was still pregnant. And I actually ended up getting very sick. I caught it was very bad sickness that happens a lot with nursing home and hospital patients. And I ended up, you know, well, she got so sick too. She ended up in the hospital again. And then we talked with social worker, and we did end up getting her admitted to a nursing home nearby. It was after she had after her health had taken such a turn. Like, there were health problems before, and this was kind of like, I couldn't do it. And I'll never forgive myself, though. Like, I always feel like, was that the right choice? But the worst, though, she kept getting, like, sicker. Like, her mind, too. Her physical health, her mind. There was a lot of things at play. It wasn't just one thing. And I kept getting more and more overwhelmed as a mom and stuff. At this point, it was a different time. And, okay, I was told, like, no, this is the right choice. But then, this was in 2018. So everything was fine. I was able to see my mom. But in 2020, the pandemic happened in 2020, and I wasn't able to visit her. I was not allowed. So her dementia, which is another part of this, it took a turn for the worse too. And during that time, like, it was so hard. I remember the first year, I think it was 2021, where my mom didn't remember my birthday. That was the first time. She always would, she would send me a card from the nursing home every birthday. I mean, it was only a few years, but, like, I called her to tell her, Mom, I turned this age, and she didn't remember it was my birthday. She said, no, your birthday's in September. My birthday's in July. Anyway, things kept getting worse. I was able to see her finally though, but like finally the visitation opened back up. I remember then I also had her to my house for Thanksgiving, and her dementia was so bad and we couldn't get her out of the house to back to the nursing home at the end of the night. She was like, she had a meltdown, and we ended up having to get help. And it was really hard. My kids were scared, and I feel bad though. Like, I just wish that I could have been the person to care for her in her final moments of life. And it makes me wish that in my 20s I had cherished her more. Now I'm older, and if she had lived longer, these would have been the years where I could have taken care of her and fed her and done all these good things for her that she deserves. But life is so short. I didn't expect her to leave so soon. When her health declined, it happened so fast. Like, I had no idea that my mom was gonna get sick. I was pregnant. We had just moved, me and my husband and my kids and my mom, we had just moved into this house that I'm in now still. And yeah, I did not expect life to change so rapidly for us. Excuse me. It was really quite a shock. And my son was born, and after she was in the nursing home already, it's like I started a new chapter of life. I know this is like so heavy. I'm sorry guys, I don't know if you guys even want to hear this. So like, I don't blame you if you didn't watch this. Should have said that in the beginning. Maybe I'll put like a disclaimer. Yeah, I will need a trigger warning for sure for this one. This is real life. I do YouTube to escape though these things. So this is like not something I'm planning to talk about often. This is like hopefully a one-time thing. But yeah, I definitely struggle with all the normal feelings. I struggle with, feeling like I didn't do good enough. I'm not enough. I'm not a good daughter. And how much my mom deserved more in life. These are the things that keep me up at night and make me so sick. And I have brothers, but my oldest brother, he left so long ago, and he's not with us anymore. He left physically. He moved away, but then, and he never turned back to see my mom. And then later on, he did commit suicide, and that's like something I don't. And then I do have another brother who's living, and he's far away. He's married and far away, and he doesn't come. So it's just me and all she has. It's a lot, for one person, I feel like things could have been so different if there was more people caring for her. You feel me? Anyway. Let's leave it at that. I'm sorry, this is kind of like a not great reaction, or get ready with me trauma dumping. I have a reaction and an unboxing. I was gonna do the unboxing in this video, but I don't want to because I feel like this is kind of sad, and I want to do a happy video. I lost my new blush, so maybe we're not gonna wear it after all. I think I need to do some powder. That's what we'll do. feel like that helped a lot. Sometimes I don't want powder and sometimes I do. Today, I needed powder. My skin was not having that look. That's much better. Alright, we'll do a little blush. Let's do... I'm going in with this dark one. It's going with this romantic makeup look. So you guys might have noticed I was on break for a while, kind of. I was popping in here and there, but I was not making much content. I had some good things happening, good things before all of this had started. I had some really good things. So basically, I had a concert, 2 concerts, 3. So like one at the end of, one at the beginning of June, one at the end of June, and one at the beginning of July. Swamped. And then trying to balance real life. So then I got all of this bad news. So I don't plan to be around a lot after this next batch of videos. When I lose my mom, I won't be able to. I'm gonna have to take a break. And I know everything's coming. And it's like sickening to even say it. Like, you know, like how do you fucking say that? It feels wrong. But I'm not gonna be on very much, so please understand. And like, I know you do, but please, like, I know I'm gonna get like request comments, and that's okay. But I don't really. During that time, I kind of just want to be left. You know, that sounds so weird, but I just don't know if I can handle it. You know, I just don't even want to talk to anyone. I sound horrible. You know how, like, when you're feeling shitty and you just don't want to... I don't know. I'm just giving you guys a warning. I wanted to get some of this done now. This little space of time that I have. You guys, thank you for like letting me fucking... Thanks for hanging out. I don't know how to wrap this up. This is gonna be a casual, very little editing. Let's see the finished look. Thank you for talking grief with me, by the way. I promise I'll be in a better mood next time you see me. Thanks for tuning in.